I'm ready. I'm trying to go out. I'm trying to see what the streets is saying.
I ain't talking much. It's raining out there.
Of course it is.
It's the ambition hour, baby. It's the ambition hour, baby. It's the ambition hour, baby.
Yo, and welcome to the Ambition Hour podcast. It's your girl, Claudia on your airwaves. And this is episode 178. I'm straight.
It's the ambition hour, baby. It's the ambition hour, baby.
Hello, everybody, and welcome,
baby,
yet again to another episode of the Ambition Hour podcast. It's your girl, Claudia Renee, on your airwaves. And this is, like I said, episode 178. Super excited to be joining you guys for yet again another week of this beautiful podcast. I am joined by my co-host, Have 600 in the building.
We are here. Another week. Uh-oh, another episode.
Do I do?
Come on.
Speaking of JaRule.
Anywho.
Speaking of JaRule, he just did a versus this week, so we'll be talking about that a little bit later. Of course, we got to get into what we always get into at the beginning of the episode. We always share what we are grateful for. So, Hav, what are you grateful for this week?
Jesus, I thought it was a little longer than that one. Okay, I am grateful for perspective and just having perspective in my life and shit like that. And, you know, just kind of doing more of me, you know, growing up, I guess you could say.
I am grateful for... Okay. This week I'm very grateful for me getting back to journaling more and doing like trying to incorporate a better morning routine for myself and just knowing that like I need to like put myself more sometimes. So that's something that I'm really grateful for this week is the new addition to my morning routine. So whatever you're grateful for this week, make sure you say it out loud. Say thank you because you just never know. One day it's here and the next day it is not. And it can go down any which way.
Jeez, a whole word. Let's go.
How do you want to get started on music? Should we?
It's your world, queen. Let's go.
Okay, so let's just get into like the fun stuff as far as like music goes because a lot of new music dropped last week. It was also New York Fashion Week. Then it was the VMA'S. And then it was the Met Gala. And then it was the JaRule and Fat Joe VERZUZ. So if you are in the industry and you were invited to all of those things, you had quite a weekend. I was living vicariously through some of the people that I followed that actually did have that weekend. And it just like inspired me to be like, one day I'm gonna be having a type of weekend like that.
Isn't that what we all want, right?
Yeah. So like New York Fashion Week was really dope. Of course, it's just a whole bunch of like fashion shows and everybody has like their own like runway and themes and there's after parties and it's a lot that goes on during Fashion Week. I feel like it's very self-explanatory what Fashion Week is just a week about nonstop fashion. So of course it was always outfits. We get to see some of our favorites hanging out because this is something that like especially the women are invited to because you know women are the ones that designers cater to, want to use as muses and things like that. So then we kicked it off with the VMA'S. I did not watch the VMA'S, you guys, but I did. Because like how they have it now, like you can literally just go on to like MTV's YouTube and you can just watch each of the performances. I don't really care for who won. I can't remember the last time that I genuinely cared about who won a VMA. I feel like in that era when we were growing up and like MTV was like something that we would watch, like the VMAs were like a thing. But ever since Beyonce, like 2016 performance, things haven't been the same. But Chloe Bailey ended up performing. I was gonna say Chloe Halle, but it's not the name. Chloe Bailey performed for the first time solo at the VMAs to her song "Have Mercy."
Lord have mercy.
That song goes crazy. First of all, that's one of the new songs that dropped this past week. Super, I love it. I love that she changes like her voice different in like different
She's intense.
yeah, she's like intense, and she's like no games type of performer. Like she's an all-around performer, because she has like a part where she's like singing in the song, and then she has where she's kind of like bouncing on the beat, and then there's another part where she's just like straight kind of like rapping.
Right.
So I really enjoyed that song. So she performed for, like I said, for the first time at the VMAs, and from what I see, like from the aftermath, she said that she like blacked out. She was so into her performance that she forgot that she like licked the microphone at the end of the performance. Did you watch the performance, Al?
Yes, I did.
It was she's a baddie.
Yeah, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous, all the above. What you could put there. I like the performance, but yeah, she's just a little intense. I don't know how I was feeling about it, like of her, how she was coming across to people, because I was around people when I was watching it who don't know of her. So that first impression of her was kind of like, I don't know about this.
Where did you watch it?
Huh? I watched it at the Primo's crib, at Big Bobby's crib.
And then what? That was Neeks' first time seeing?
Yeah, and also his. They're like, I don't know about this. I was like, nah, she gonna make it up right now.
She gonna make it.
She's gonna make it up. But yeah, like, but I kind of felt that way too, because that was a little, but I get it though, because I get her, I guess. But yeah, you know, and I guess it was a little much for, what was that, a Saturday night or something like that? Sunday night, you know.
Maybe like the whole.
Like, I think we played a little bit too much into the fall with the scary vibes, because that's what I thought she was going with the Halloween thing. And maybe it hits different when they now play this in Halloween. It might hit different, so it might age better. Is what I'm saying. But also, again, I prefix it because I'm a fan of both of the girls. So yeah, like, you know, like when it came across, it was just.
Well, okay. So have you seen the video? Because the performance is.
Of course, I saw the video.
Because the performance is kind of like a continuation of the video.
Yeah. Okay.
Because like if you see in the music video, it's like she's supposed to be like.
I guess it's one of those, like, if you don't know.
If you haven't seen the music.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. If like, it's almost like the same thing with like WAP or something, like how it had that kind of like theme of the video, and how
it is a very WAP video.
In some of their performance, a lot of the videos are doing that though now. A lot of the music videos, like I even saw like the Lil Nas X video that dropped today with Meg, and it's kind of like the same, like those like. Is she out?
No, I put the ball in there.
Sorry guys, dog mom shit. So I know from the video that she was like, what's the girl with the hair that
girl with the hair?
The girl with the hair that snakes? Medusa. And then another thing from the video is that when she kisses them, the men turn into stone.
Right.
So that is a continuation of that. So in the performance, you kind of like she kind of like takes it darker than the music videos, who was actually directed by Karina Evans. So shout out to Karina Evans. If you don't know who she is, then you an OG Ambition Hour listener. No.
Ambition Hour.
I mean.
Hour.
But no, she is actually a director who is under Director X's company. She's directed videos for Drake, also SZA and things like that, and artists. You know, she's a great director. So she's
AKA that bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
But when it comes behind the lens. Shout out to all the women that are videographers as well.
For real. Kaylani's one, Tiana Taylor, and the other ones as well, like how Hav said. I just remember those two because those are like singers that became directors, and I think that's always dope because it's like, you don't just want to put your hands in one pot.
Speaking of Tiana Taylor, did you see her and
Normani? I did.
Performance? What do you think about that?
I thought it was unnecessary, but I get it.
I don't know if it's everything that Tiana Taylor does, but I always feel like it's an ode to Janet Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely something from Janet's book. Definitely, they ripped that out of Janet's book because that's something that Janet would do in her performances. I feel like...
Or do you feel like Lil Boosie? This gay shit getting that...
You know what? It's not even that. To me, it's just funny to me because I know Tiana Taylor to be a mother, a wife, and to not be a lesbian. You know what I mean? And then like
But she's okay with a threesome.
True. I find it because there was a time where like stuff like that wasn't good, but then there was a time where like that stuff like that was really, really popular, like performances like that and things like that. I don't know. I just felt like it was so unnecessary. I felt like they added that at the end as like a surprise for us, and it was just kind of like, wow.
Or her performance was great.
No, the entire performance, I loved it. I loved that performance.
You didn't
I thought
like the
she
icy. You didn't like the cherry on top.
Yeah.
How they wrapped up.
It
how
was
they
kind
ended
of
up
like,
wrapping the
oh
bow.
yeah, the wild side. But she was like, you, I don't know. But I always think that it's cool to like use a celebrity to do like sexy shit, like how Destiny's Child did for Cater to You. Like they brought the dudes out, like Lorenz Tate. I think one of them was Magic Johnson.
Oh, was it?
It was Magic.
It was Magic. Oh man, yeah. Terrence Howard was the luckiest man. Yeah, of that decade. Literally.
Man. He was the luckiest man.
Oh goodness. So what did you think about Doja Cat's performance?
I didn't see it.
I have a take on Doja Cat. I think she's this generation's Pink a little bit. And I don't know because the last album. I don't know if because the last album was called Pink, but what I mean by that is she also did something similar to going back to not saying that that this is the ripping off or anything like this, or there's things that's been done before, so familiarity, it sells, it always works. It's the best thing. That's the reason why Disney is doing all of these recreations or digitalizing Lion King, Jungle Book, and etc. So with the familiarity of her, Doja Cat doing she was like in a harness thing or like up in the air type thing, and I remember that Pink did something like that. But I also feel like she's like that more down to earth chick, rather than it's like all the other girls are like untouchable, like like you can't talk to them, they're like can't sit with us. But Doja Cat's like the one, just like with Pink, you could pass the blunt to. You know what I mean? Or like you could kind of like brush elbows with or some shit like that. Like you could joke around with her a little bit, rather than like all the other girls being, not, I don't want to say uppity, but just a little bit more like diva. It's glam time, like kind of thing.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, Hav, because I saw some pictures of her from this past weekend, and she just looked like so much fun, even through photograph. Like, just like, I don't know. It was just like, oh, so that's how you be, or even be posing, which I think it says a lot about a person as well. The Met Gala was the next. Wait, did you see any other performances? I know that Busta was like, I think, honored.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he performed.
Busta did a lot of his hits. Break Your Neck. For my hands could see, for my eyes could see. If you really want to party with me. So it was really cool. It was cool, the whole flip mode thing and doing that, and yeah, like it kind of just showed like one, I guess, to us. Back to like saying that like all the work that he did with those music videos, like wasn't for nothing. And MTV definitely played those videos, and I just thought it was cool to highlight. Also, who they honored was Food Fighters as well.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, Billie Eilish gave out that award. What do you think about SZA? Was there as well? She was looking. Lord have mercy.
SZA's bad. She's gotten thicker too. I'm jealous.
Also, what I like about her though is like, yeah, like she kind of keeps that thickness, like it works, and then she still like flaunts it type shit. So that's super sexy. I think she had the best dress of that night. Oh yeah, Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly were there.
They were a really big deal.
They were a big deal this weekend, and Courtney and Travis were there, and then they were photographed. And oh yeah, I saw Travis' performance. MGK's performance, and that was cool. But then I just like. It just R.I.P. Little Peep, and I'm not saying that MGK did anything or like tried to mimic or emulate anything of Little Peep, but just more like I felt like that was Peep's lane a little bit, and but it's cool, I like MGK and him doing that rock album, and I think
because he won for like best alternative something.
Yeah. Also, Travis Scott was a winner, and Justin Bieber as well. I remember seeing receiving an award. So that was cool.
Justin Bieber got like Artist of the Year or some shit like that, which is blasphemous, but whatever.
Why not?
Who?
Why not?
Why would he be artist of the year?
Why wouldn't he be artist of the year?
What do you mean? I don't fuck with Justin like that.
You don't. Oh, so that Peaches shit wasn't out everywhere.
I mean, I don't even think I actually heard that full song. That's me though.
You don't need to know the full song. You just know the hook. That's all you got to listen to, anyways.
But what other song besides that?
He has this other one that I can't remember the name of, but it's everywhere.
There you go.
But I know it's more like at the
and then he got on the Essence remix, so they were just like, oh
There's
man, he hooked up with the African, so we gonna have to give him an award. No, I don't have anything against Justin Bieber. I just didn't.
I'm a believer, man. I was there.
I just didn't understand why he won Artist of the Year, but whatever.
Who would you give Artist of the Year to? The Ambition Hour is now giving out awards for Artist of the Year. And first nominees, we have our Tyler, the Creator.
Oh, yeah, for real. But see, like mine would be more on the hip hop or R&B. That's my thing too. Is like the whole like it would be like the genre that I love, which is either one of those two. But yeah, so shout out to everybody who won. I don't know who else won, so so shout out to y'all. The very next day was the Met Gala, guys. There are a couple things that you guys need to know about me. One of the couple things is that I love the Met Gala. I love the red carpet. I watch it every year. There's maybe the past 5 years, I would say. But I love the Met Gala, the glamour, the outfits, the inspiration, even the interviews that they do, and just like the whole thing that goes around it. And then people on social media, the ones that are going, make it such a big thing. And then you get to see who actually shows up, because getting invited to the Met Gala is like a really big deal. So when you see like one of your favorite people like Chloe and Halle are going, you just get like super excited. Yara Shahidi went. Who else was there? Kehlani went. Kim Kardashian went. And she like, first of all, Kim Kardashian went blacked the fuck out. She pulled a Kanye and had a fucking black mask. Her thing was a black t-shirt type of thing.
So because it was representing American fashion, right?
Yes. The theme of the Met Gala,
was AmeriCore. No, I'm kidding. They're putting that on everything, like a gorecore, gothcore.
It was In America, a lexicon of fashion.
A lexicon. A lexicon sounds like a Pokemon. I'm gonna say that off rip.
Tiana Taylor was there.
We definitely saw Tiana Taylor there.
Amazing. Taraji P.
Was Little Baby there?
Little Baby was there.
No, but you didn't see the videos like of him like being like. But he really? You know, I'm just kidding. So
he's just shy.
Megan Fox was there too.
Megan Fox was there. Yeah.
Oh, shy. I just thought he was just a little bit more like high, you know, and just kind of like.
I'm here because.
Dude, or like kind of like I feel like that's kind of how I would be. I would kind of like be like, wait, where do I go? Like, do I just go here and then there, or like do I go?
But you know, to me, what the Met Gala specifically is for me, that I see it is like, I think of like an artist like Meg, because Megan went, and you just think of like all that she's been through. Like you think of all that she's been through, where she came from, how she started, and losing her mom, losing her grandmother. And it's just like, she's at the Met Gala. It's almost like, because it's like a ball. It's like a magical ball or something like that. That's how I've always seen it. And so then to also see like, because the Migos have gone before as well. So like you think of like Lil Baby, and you know, if you listen to his music, you kind of know a little bit about where he comes from. You know, so for him to have gone through that type of life, to have come from possibly nothing, to be going to an event that is like either $30,000 for the ticket, or you're getting invited by, you know, a designer, which a lot of the artists do. They get invited. For those that don't know, the designers can buy a table, and they can basically like have the full table of like everybody that's wearing their pieces at the Met Gala. So for those that don't know that little part, it's like that. There was actually a race car driver who bought a table for the Met Gala, and he invited a whole bunch of different black designers to the ball. So that was really cool. I thought was really commendable, because I feel like that's something that's very important. Like, you're exposing you're exposing not just the people that you're taking, but the other people that are around. You're exposing them to these new Black designers. And I think that that's great. And I feel like that's something that should be done more often. Because that's bringing people to the table. You know what I mean? That's bringing like the diversity to the table. So I thought that was really cool when I found that out. I believe Tiana Taylor performed. So one of the things with that is that you can't really like record or anything like that inside.
Oh yeah, really strict policy on it.
Really strict policy. So one day we'll be at the Met, guys.
That's facts. You're gonna see me,
even if it's on the red carpet.
You can see me either laced in. Frank Ocean was there with his baby.
Frank Ocean was there
because I was gonna say
with the green baby.
I'll be laced in there in Prada or some Raf. You know, catch me in some shit like that. Maybe some Rick. So we'll be there soon. Next year.
J-Lo was there, and they were making fun of her. They were saying she looked like a slave master.
I'm dead. But
bro, Twitter hates J-Lo.
But Jay-Z and Beyonce was just chilling on the yacht, looking at you, numbskulls.
They were on a hold on, Hob, because I think I took a screenshot of. I didn't. It was a $400 million yacht that is at least $4.2 million a week, and it comes with the full staff. Hold on, because I know I took a picture of this. Where are you at? Here it is. Okay, Beyonce and Jay-Z celebrated her 40th birthday on the Flying Fox, a $400 million super yacht that runs for $4.2 million per week. Listen, this memory is not that bad. I remembered all of that. Okay, it's 450 feet. Whatever. That's a lot of feet, right? That's big.
That is pretty big. Damn, we gotta do our final review on clickbait.
Yes, we gonna do that right now. It sleeps 25 guests. 25. It has a 40-foot pool. It has 2 floor spas. It has a nightclub, guys. 2 helipads, a movie theater, and it has a 55 crew member staff.
Jeez. Did you see the New York? Yeah, I mean, what more can I say?
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Damn, what happened here? But did you see that New York apartment with all those amenities that was going around?
Oh my God, yes. It had a bowling alley. It had a movie theater. It had a skateboarding park. It also had like a full equipped studio. Like,
oh yeah.
It has like a fully equipped studio. I'm seeing it here. It had a basketball court,
a soccer field,
it also
Pilates.
Looks like it has like a dog, like to take care of dogs.
Oh yeah, some shit like that. Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Or like what is it, like daycare almost for them type of shit.
Yeah. I see the pool table, the movie theater. What else am I? Yeah, I said the skate ramp. That's pretty cool because I've always wanted to try the skate ramp. So it has a rock climbing area. That's crazy. It has a tennis court, a swimming pool, like a gym that looks like a gym, not a gym and like an apartment complex gym. Boxing, Pilates. It has indoor soccer.
A movie theater.
There's
room.
a hair salon here. I saw that the rent was like $3,400, and then for the amenities it was like $200 more. So, would you pay that? You're looking at like 36, 37.
36, 37. If I'm working from home and I'm making that type of cash flow, 3,700 in New York. Damn, but that's crazy because you don't make New York the city that it is. It's just like everything's there. But that makes it the easiest place to live too, like the most convenient place. So, I wonder. They gotta.
If I had the money, listen, I'm out.
I could get a chopped cheese there. Nah, I didn't eat meat. I mean, well, yeah, not eating meat or not eating bread. But damn, that's kind of crazy. But I just want to go to the bodega.
Yeah. I'm dying to move to New York, so I would definitely live there if I had the money. Probably wouldn't use any of the amenities.
Shit. And that 500,000 that you got from Jay will help out.
instead of the dinner, I got the 500. So definitely gonna be living in that spot in New York for a couple of at least a year. So, dang, that would be nice.
For real, he even has a studio to shoot
It
a podcast.
even has a studio to shoot the podcast. They have a little place where they can take care of Bae. Listen,
I'm just saying.
Quality
of life makes quality content.
Just saying. Amen to that, brother. Okay, so we were talking about the Met Gala. We brought up the apartment. We got to do the verses really quickly. I didn't get to watch the full thing because somebody was coming back into town that night. Shout out to Hob, who came back from the Bay Area.
Yeah, touchdown.
That's something that I'm actually grateful to, is to have you back, because I
appreciate that.
definitely
Good to be back.
Was not liking it.
I'm so lonely.
It wasn't even about feeling lonely. It was just like when someone's always there and then they're not. It's like, where the fuck is this person? And you're my person like that. So, but yeah. So that day of the verses, it was JaRule and Fat Joe. One of our favorite things is Nelly getting out to get a hug from Ashanti, because of course that makes it to social media and they make sure that we don't miss that. But some of the other things that I thought was cool was that they brought Jadakiss out so they can all perform.
But hold on, Nelly rightfully so was doing that. Go ahead, Claudia. Oh, and speaking of Nelly, his little meal that he has with not a little meal, the bit
Burger King.
Yeah, Burger King.
Hold on, let's find out what this dude's real name is.
It's just a sad case, man. I don't like how they're doing that. They're playing so much second fiddle, like it almost that they're like not denying it, but still trying to be funny about it. They're saying real people, real meals.
With the tune of Hot in Her playing in the background, Nelly Cornell Haynes Jr. announced he has joined Burger King and hold on.
It's just.
Oh, it's his name. Yeah, I like how you said. And has joined Burger King and keeping it real. In the new ad campaign, a voiceover introduces us to the real Nelly, Cornell Haynes Jr., who was dressed in a plain hoodie as opposed to Nelly's studded leather vest and sunglasses. Is he still wearing that? He should not keep wearing that. Like a leather jacket? Like, who does he think he is? Anywho, I don't want to take away from the verses, but shout out to Nelly for that. I think that's cool.
I think it's hilarious.
However, Burger King? It's like, tell me that you're dated without telling me you're dated. Because, like, nobody really eats Burger King like that anymore.
It's giving me knockoff. It's giving me mid. You know?
It's giving me knockoff. It is. It's giving me, like,
it's giving me we couldn't
think
afford
of anything else.
The Travis. So here goes the...
Here
what
goes
is it? The
Nell,
Cornell West?
West
Jr.?
The Cornell Haynes.
I know, but Cornell West Jr. just sounds funny. Shout out to Cornell.
For real. They're really trying to get this fool Jermaine Dupri and Diddy to do a versus, but Diddy says that he'll only do it with Dre.
Yeah, and I saw a couple of people saying that he'll get smoked. Now I don't know because I don't know how, like, Diddy takes credit for a lot of, like, and he has credits on a lot of good songs, you know, and I love Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre was my favorite MC, you know, honestly, like an NWA, that's the one I like to express yourself the most when I got that album. Yeah. You know, and without all the hoopla.
You have been a Dre fan forever.
I like Dre, but then Dre, he has ghostwriters though. But
one of which are Jay.
I didn't know. But the DLC is dope too, mainly who would write his shit. But yeah, like, I don't know if it's that much of a smoke. I'm going with Dre, of course. I'm going with Dre of bias, but I don't think it's a smoke. I think it's a good battle.
I think it's a good battle too. I mean, they are the ones who worked with.
Who were the? Well, yeah, most of the legends, yeah.
With Pac and Biggie. So it's kind of like a reprise.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Dre don't got too much Pac credit. You know, he really just got California Love, I think. But shit, yeah, you play a Biggie record and then you play a Pac record, it kind of gets everyone talking. Since the verses have been known to kind of get in social media, at least for that weekend or for, I mean, shit, the Dipset Jadakiss, I mean,
that has not been stopped talking about.
Yeah, there's still echoes about that one, but
man, Jada's so raw.
Who do you got in there? I feel like because also, man, you got to think
Diddy
about
Diddy or Dre?
because Diddy got the R&B catalog too that can.
I'm sorry.
Be fucked
Listen,
with. Excuse me.
I ain't gonna sit here and act like I ain't Team Diddy.
Claudia wanted to work for Diddy. She used to idolize Farmer Bentley as a youngster.
I mean, yeah, like. You know what's funny is that I always wanted to work for Diddy, and I always wanted to like be able to be like his personal assistant. But now I don't think I could have done that. I don't think I'm actually cut out for that, for being honest. Okay, so of course I go for Diddy because number one, Diddy not only gave us Biggie, but he gave us Mary J. Blige. He gave us Jodeci. He gave us Loon. He gave us Mace. He gave us
Danity Kane.
He gave us Craig Mack. He gave us Day 26. I am not saying that Dre didn't give us any greatness. I'm just saying I said a lot of people that I really like for Diddy. So, of course, I have Diddy in that one. In the JaRule Fat Joe one, of course, I had JaRule because JaRule had me in a chokehold for my teen years. And I don't mean that in an R. Kelly way. I just mean like that's who I was listening to all the time when I was young. So, JaRule, of course, everybody was saying that they were trying to like imitate what was going on between Dipset and the Lox, and then it didn't work because they're not them. Mm-hmm. I don't have anything to say about that because I didn't watch the battle like that. I just only like dipped in and out. And of course, I ended up watching the performance of them doing New York, which I thought was my favorite, especially since I just had heard an interview that Jadakiss did on All the Smoke. And he mentioned that his favorite bar that he's ever said is, and when you tell me I'm the best, it's the what?
I'm not cocky, I'm confident.
And when you tell me I'm the best, it's a compliment. Listen, that's my favorite bar too. I'm gonna use that as an Instagram caption. I bet none of these hoes caught that one for Claudia, the caption.
You definitely use that as a MySpace caption. That's a Fendi.
I'm talking about now. I'm talking about right now. So that was the wrap up of that weekend, which was really cool. Like I said, imagine having gone to New York Fashion Week, the VMAs, the Met Gala, and the VERZUZ. I'm sure there are some people who did that. And if they didn't, they at least went to an after party of one of them. I wanted to, because I was looking at my Twitter timeline and things that I've liked. And I just want to like point out really quick things that I wanted to say really quickly.
That's so crazy though, man. I'm trying to look for, I feel like Diddy's on one of those early French songs, like that first song, that he could play like shit like that, like some remix verses that he just kind of got on back then. Mm-hmm. So,
West Side Gun reveals that he wants to do an album with Jadakiss. Here for it.
Yeah, see, he's on this. Yeah, he's on this.
And shout out to Ari Lennox. She dropped her single called Pressure. Love that song. The video is super cute too, so make sure that you check that out.
They weren't at the Met, right?
Who?
Cardi B?
No. She was the last one. I feel like there's something else that I don't want to forget. How do you feel about ASAP and Rihanna?
Rihanna, their outfits, or just about them?
Their outfits.
It was given a lot of to me. I like the Captain Crunch berries that they were doing for ASAP, but I thought that was more clever. To me, it was giving me a
look at this face.
Infinity Stone. She looks gorgeous. And I thought it was good. I thought both of their outfits kind of complimenting each other in a way of like, not that they're matching, but kind of like, it looks like they're together. Like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You know, like those are the two kids in the party that leave together.
To my understanding, Rihanna's outfit dress was an ode to the puffy jackets. The puffy, like the big puffy, the jackets that you need to use when you're in New York. And then like the flapper girls.
Like Puff Daddy would wear?
Yeah, and you know the flapper girls that wear like that thing on their head kind of thing? So she combined the two. That's what I saw that it was. Let me see if I can find that real quick. But she slayed. I love them. And someone said that ASAP looked like a Cool Ranch chip. You know the internet. The internet don't forgive.
That's a Cool Ranch chip you love, though.
That's the one that got the whole the one that some of the other chips is missing. It got the whole sazon. So I fuck with that chip. Like how said that's your favorite chip. Hold up. Okay. So
what's your favorite chick? because she was probably she was definitely in the top, looking good that day.
Who?
At the Met.
Rihanna. Oh, and Ashanti looked bad.
Oh yeah,
Ashanti always looks bad. Listen,
I like that.
the more and more I see Ashanti looking bad as fuck, and know that she ain't got no man or kids, makes you think. I'm just saying. It makes you think.
It makes you think, yeah.
It makes you think. It makes you be like,
Hold on now. Anywho,
is that a cheat code? Like, shout out to Ashanti. I said it last episode. I said that it was JaRule and Fat Joe with Ashanti in like little letters, because that's exactly what happened.
well, that's a tour too that they done. The three of them have gone on tour.
Oh yeah, you think you know that, or
That's Fendi.
All right, Hav. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I'm missing. Oh man, Tiana Taylor looks so fucking. Someone said that the Met Gala theme this year is American fashion, and no one showed up in this. Let me show you guys what they put.
I saw that Snooki also put herself there. She's 40 years old, Ashanti. Usually that's like when women kind of hit their their stride, though. Well, I mean, certain women, or like isn't it like when they get?
It's also when women are least fertile, so.
Not a bad time to practice. Sorry, Nelly.
I hear that. That's why Nelly was just like, dang,
Rightfully
still ain't
so.
scoop you up.
What it do, baby?
Because the only person that I feel like we've known her to date is him.
At least in the industry.
At least in the industry. You right, Hav? You right.
Look at me. I sound like I'm part of this shit.
You right. I'm trying to see if there's anything else before we get into some clickbait. We can't give any spoilers.
What you mean? Just spoiler free. The show's been out for months. Spoiler alert. Hey, man, if you have a show on Netflix that we should check out and we want to review next, go ahead and comment below.
All right. So, of course, me and Hav ended up finishing clickbait. Oh, damn. I feel like I need to save this.
So, last week, we basically did 1 through 4 because that's the only ones we watched at that time. And do you remember your guess? My guess for who did it was the assistant coach, just because he looked a little shady.
I thought it was the son. I just thought it was the son, right?
Yeah, I think that's what you said, the son. And it turns out both of us was wrong. And it was. Go ahead, Claudia. Or how you wanna start it?
All right, guys. So the spoiler alert: the person who killed is not who anybody thought it was going to be.
No one could have guessed it.
No one could have guessed it.
Vinny was right when he said that, when you posted that.
No one. Okay. I saw somebody else posted that you weren't going to believe who it was. Okay. So it was the one of the ladies that worked at the school's husband who basically did it.
Well,
so,
who kills him? Yeah,
who kills him?
But who got him killed was her.
Who got him killed was her, essentially. Yeah, because she was on some fuck shit. So basically, she had access to a couple of his information, his pictures.
Well, hold on, let's slow it down because let's pick it up from.
Let's bring it back.
Let's bring it
so
back.
Okay.
So
we already spoiled it. So.
We already spoiled it, but now we're gonna talk about it because the reporter, the ride that they give us on was crazy. The reporter, the reporter then goes into the brother. Then we find out that the brother basically is the one that initially kidnapped the boy Vinny.
Yeah. Kidnapped him but didn't kill him. He let him go.
And then I thought in some way how the son was going to be involved too, because I saw that. I was like, oh shit, that kid did look a little weird. I swore the
son did some shit. And also that little girl that he was talking to too, I ain't trust that shit either.
I was worried he was the one getting catfish actually. Mm-hmm. Especially in that episode, I was like, dang, is he the one because he
I was also like, this man gonna get a fucking motherfucking bat to the dome.
And that's the guy who killed his dad too, who basically lures him to kill him too. Type shit.
No, but I thought it was the older son, not that son. But yeah, that kid was crazy.
No, I'm saying the older son. Yeah, because remember he's talking to that girl, and he's even thinking like, "Yo, am I getting catfish? Like, we need to meet up."
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's either the assistant coach or like the killer who kills his dad kills him too. type shit.
And he almost did this. The other son.
The other son almost got which if that would have happened would have been horrible.
So
then we pick up right here with the lady at work.
So for me, when I was seeing that it was her, like you start to realize that it was her, I was like, damn, no wonder every single time she was on the screen, I always felt like she was doing too much. I ain't trust her. I always felt like she was doing too much. I was just like, bruh, why? Because we didn't finish some of the episodes together. So, but there was some times where I would see her on screen and I would be like, something ain't right with that lady. I told you that I was like, she be doing too much. I felt like she was doing too much when the wife went to the school. She was doing too much when she caught homegirl in the office. She was like just doing too much, bitch. Like you was gonna get caught. And she did get caught.
She got caught. She gonna rot in jail.
That shit was crazy because then I shot her man, like her husband right in front of her. Like imagine all the trauma that she went through. Like, just experiencing all of those things. It done made fun of Pia because of that damn leather jacket that she wore the entire fucking show. She never give up. Listen, if I ever end up dead and you ain't trying to find out who killed me like Pia did, like, kill yourself because...
I'm fucking dead.
Yo, Pia was not letting up. I feel like I'm
Angelica
that type
wasn't gonna let that happen. No. Helga wasn't gonna let that slide.
No, they weren't. She was not, and it very much so because I felt like to me, what was her kind of like I want to find out who it is because she was really adamant about the fact that the last conversation I had with my brother was really bad and like I'm really like sad about that and like I know he didn't mean it and no matter what, like it doesn't mean that he deserves to die and things like that. So she was like, she had a purpose and she kind of like just wanted like that closure. And then I kind of liked like at the end how you see her and the wife like finally bond after like almost 7 episodes of beefing because of course like you just don't know certain things about your partner's family as much as that may suck. You just don't know. And then, you find out and it's just like, damn, I thought I was your family. And it's just like, yeah, but not really because we couldn't tell you this. So I was really interested in what the brother did though. The girl's brother. What was crazy was that this lady was so good at pretending to be this guy that these girls really believed that they had a relationship with this guy.
Yeah, that was crazy too with the voice changer shit.
With the voice, somebody was saying, it was somebody from work. They were like, what old person knows how to do all of that shit? She's just like, if I were to ask my grandma to do that, like she wouldn't know how to do it. I was just like, are you kidding me? Didn't you see? It looked like she had no life. Yeah. Like it looked like all she had was work, and then like her husband barely paid attention to her. So, and then her husband catches her doing that like weird ass shit. So he must have been. Listen, it was either he killed her or he got killed because.
I thought he was gonna blow his brains out actually. Before he got shot, I thought he was gonna shoot himself.
I didn't think that. I think he was gonna shoot them or him or the kid. I thought he was gonna try to shoot the kid and that they were gonna shoot his head.
Damn.
Yeah. But really good show, had me at the edge of my seat.
Yeah, it also had like this character, what's his name in this show? Vinny, I'm sorry.
His name is Nick.
Nick, like a little bit of that, like you kind of see him as this villain a little bit, or like
yes,
maybe
they made it seem like he deserved to die.
Right, or like he did some foul shit, and then it's like, oh wait, no, he honestly was innocent as fuck.
Yeah, he died. Like he literally died for no reason because he didn't do any of that.
And that's crazy. She was the only one he told.
Yeah, he said that only 2 people knew, no?
No, he said that he knows exactly who it was, or some shit like that.
And then, listen, if someone spreads a rumor about you and you just went through that, like, I felt like his ass should have went home. I don't know why he went to that lady's house.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That what would you have done? Would you have gone home, or would you just gone to that lady's house?
I probably would have pulled up to the bitch's house.
Well, pull that in.
I probably would have pulled up to the bitch's house. I don't know, because I feel like that situation is like really traumatic. And like, I don't know where my mind would be. So I feel like the writers did a good thing in that, because as someone watching it, you're just like, bitch, why the fuck didn't you just go home? But as somebody who maybe has gone through it, you're just like, nah, I'm gonna go find out what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? Like, I made it this far. I'm not dead. You know,
Right.
like I'm not dead. So let me go find the bitch who got me in this situation and find out what's really going on. Was it the smartest thing that he did? Clearly it wasn't, because he ended up dying. But I mean, what can you do? You know, the husband didn't know how to react. The husband thought that, I don't know, because I feel like if she would have just had the conversation with him and they would have just talked, like, I don't think that Nick would have pressed charges or anything like that. Like, because up until that point, the only thing that was bad was that she was pretending to be like him, which I feel like happens, you know, but like she kind of like went overboard with it. It was pretty intense. That lady need to get some help. So I'm sorry if we spoiled it for you. Make sure that you watch all the episodes and let us know who you thought was going to be the one who killed Nick. I'm still trying to tell the detective that it was me, though.
You got a confession?
I got a confession.
But wait, there's more.
I got a confession I need to make, and I might need a strip search too. So, detective, call me if you're watching. All right, guys. So that's the end of the spoil.
The spoil.
So, thank you for that, Hav. That was great that we got to wrap that up. I wanted to talk about something that is very real and happening in my life right now. So a lot of us want to do a certain thing for the rest of our lives. And to get there, we have to have a job. So we have to work, and we have to go on into the workforce and work a 9 to 5 and not be our own bosses and do what our bosses tell us and expect of us and things like that. So I wanted to bring this up because I feel like this is something that everybody can relate to. How do you know, like, if like the place that you're at is just like no longer it? You know, like, I feel like that's something that a lot of us always go through at random times in our jobs, whether we've been there for 5 years, 3 years, if we've been there for 10 months, 9, however long. I always feel like we all always get to a certain point where we're just like, is this where I'm going to end up at? Nah. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I'm not going to end up here. Or am I really happy here? Or are they really treating me the way that I think that I should be getting treated, getting paid the way I should be getting paid? Now, I grew up in a home where hard work, you go to work, you work hard, you get paid, you go home. That job is like done. I remember my dad always being the one to like answer the phone for work and like always being above and beyond worker. And I feel like I got that from him. However, I wasn't put on this earth to be someone's employee. And so that's something that I struggle with a lot, especially as a creative, especially as somebody who has a dream of like, you know, doing the podcast full time and having the label and all of these things. There's just so many different emotions that comes to that. So when you're at a job, you start to feel like you're not happy there anymore. And then you're just like, no, but like I'm getting paid. And it's like, and it is at least affording me this life that I have right now. So I don't know. Can you ask me like a question or something like that? Because I know you wanted me to talk about this. But I feel like I don't want to just like spill everything.
Well, like, talk about, I guess, yeah, like, probably not going to another place because you're almost comfortable where you're at. You know the people, you're familiar with them. It's not that they treat you horrible or there's disrespect or there's been blatant disrespect. There is just that you feel that maybe you're worthy of more, but then you're almost afraid of going to the next branch because you don't know anyone there. It's like kind of like switching schools and just
Yeah.
like, oh, it's brand new. I'm not sure if I'm
Like
gonna get
new
along.
territory.
Yeah, I'm gonna get along with everybody. You know, it's
Yeah.
kind of like when like guys, when we go play ball, we play ball at a new park. Like, I don't know if someone else is gonna be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like, I might get in a fight today, type shit.
Yeah, so my whole I guess mind set when it comes to that, to answer Hav's question or to even get into that topic, is pretty much like I start to be like, no, like I'm gonna find a new job, right? I'm gonna look for a new job, but then I start to think like, but I love my schedule. Like I love that I get to wake up and I take Bay out for a walk and I'm not in a rush, and I have like this window of like at least 2 hours before I actually go to work where it's just like me doing my thing, taking Bay for a walk, being outside, getting active and things like that. So like I love that about this job, that I can do that. And then it's just like, oh, and then the commute, I don't ever have to get on the highway. Like you start to think, oh, okay, like this, and then it's just like, oh, but then like I'm gonna have to probably do this worse like I'm gonna have to do this probably like 10 times and more annoying at another job because this job is actually really good. I'm not gonna get a boss that talks to me this way, that understands me this way, that communicates with me this way, or who even genuinely cares about me this way. So you start to think about a lot of different things, but then it's just like, well, bitch, what about the money? So it's just like you sometimes you have to like decide, like, is all of those perks that I just said, good insurance, the time, the commute, the being heard by a boss, being understood by a boss, being everything that like you would want in a boss or even in a work environment, because a lot of work environments, guys, are toxic. I came before I was at this job, I was on unemployment, and before that I was pretty much like at a work environment that was super toxic, super toxic. And it was just so much gossiping and favoritism, and I know that most places are like that. And so when I encounter a place that is the complete opposite, I'm like, do I really want to let it go because I want to make more money? And so that's something that I feel that is like, as somebody who like late 20s, early 30s, I feel like that's something that we all go through. You're either at where you want to be with your career and everything, or you're like just about to hit it. You know what I mean? And then when you're just about to hit it, that part before, like that shit is tough. And you go through so many different roller coasters to where you're just like, holy shit. Now, guys, you have to remember, like for me, like I think about podcasting and that's what I want to do full time and what I see myself doing in the future. However, I've only been doing it for 3 years. Three. Like that's it. Like I haven't done it anymore. I had never dedicated my life to doing something like this or anything like that. So I have to also there's certain things that I just have to continuously remind myself. And we always want to look at age and be like, well, I don't have that much time. The fact is that you do. You just have to make well of your time, I believe. So I know it's hard. For me right now, what I'm going through is super annoying. It's annoying me. I'm sure it's not annoying the people around me, but maybe it is.
On second thought.
On second thought, it might be, because I right now I just feel like my mind is just everywhere. And I don't like that. I don't like feeling like my mind is everywhere. And then I start thinking about like my love life. And then you start, because like when things like this happen, or like even in one of the journals that I'm writing in, it like asked me like, how do I feel about certain areas in my life? And one of them was work and the other one was my love life. And then so I feel like work and my love life are two things that I'm like really struggling with, because number one, I don't have a love life. I'm trying to get one though. And then it was because like I was just like, I'm really serious about that, because man,
you gotta have a balance in life.
I feel like I'm getting to that point to where it's just like, you know what, It needs to happen already. Like, I already know who I want. It needs to happen already. So, and then with work, it's like, just like,
You need to stop playing, Claudia?
I need to stop playing. I need to stop playing because
Accountability.
I need to stop playing because sometimes it be me. Sometimes I be giving too many homegirl vibes. And listen, I'll put it on you, boy. I'll be a homegirl and what is it? The Have Mercy. The Have Mercy homegirl. Dang, that has to be the name of the episode.
You're going to be like, I know I licked that microphone.
Well, yeah, guys. So I know that times are hard, especially some of you guys are probably even going back into the workforce right now because unemployment just ended, or you have been looking for a job for some time, or you're actually going back to the office because the whole work from home shit is kind of like dwindling down. Must have been nice for those people that did not have to go to an office for a very long time. So, listen, just keep your head up. At the end of the day, like, something that I keep thinking of is that if you cannot trust your intuition, you have to reevaluate some things. And I'm saying that for myself. So that's like almost like gaslighting. Like, you're gaslighting yourself when you are second guessing your intuition. So follow your intuition, follow your dreams, follow your heart. Again, I'm saying that to myself as I'm saying it because, Lord, sometimes you need you when you're going through things like this.
I like that. Sometimes you just need yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just need
And your hand and a bottle of lotion.
Or in a woman's case,
Right.
a dildo.
I was going to say that.
All right, guys. Well, we are still in a pandemic because
Goddamn.
a lot of variants are still coming out. So make sure that you wash your hands, wash your ass, drink your water, and mind your business. And for the 178th time in a row, it's your girl, Claudia Renee, on your airwaves with my co-host, House 600. And we are out of here.
It's the ambition hour, baby. It's the ambition hour, baby. It's the ambition hour, baby.